Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Tanks Xbox 360 edition. I am Knight in Phoenix. Today we're taking out the T32, which is the American Tier 8 heavy tank, and we are on Airfield standard battle. I do have my brother Gregos with me, who is also in a T32, and it looks like we got some pretty good matchmaking. We are the top of the ladder here today. So as always at the beginning of the game, we pull up the main map, take a look at where we spawned, figure out where we want to go, a quick look at what we might be up against. Now one of the things Gregos and I often do is we'll watch the map and see where most of the players go. And then we'll try to support the weaker side. So we're going to support the southern flank and then we're going to push west. So there are some pretty good positions on the other side of the hill for the enemy to sit, where you just simply can't see them. However, if the enemy gets up on that center hill and detects you, you're going to start taking fire from those guys who are sitting back there. You just can't see them. There are bushes and terrain on the other side that this side lacks. However, it does take somebody with halfway decent view range and a halfway decent radio to be able to signal back to those guys sitting back there that you're here. The distance is just too great for the enemy to be able to detect you without somebody on that center hill. So we do have a Tiger sitting up there. He's just over 400 meters away. I'm stationary. My camouflage net is up. I am not detected. Even though I fired, I did not reveal my position. Grey Ghost is to my left. He also got a hit on him. And the enemy Tiger quickly realizes he is not in a good position, so he retreats back down the hill. So we start scanning for additional targets. Most of what we see, they're probably over on the other side of the hill, closer to the airfield, and we're not going to have a shot on them. Now, from this position, we can cover the coastline and the main hill. As we move up, we might have an opportunity, or we'll have a better opportunity anyway, to get maybe some side shots on some of these guys who are closer to the airfield. The passages are pretty narrow, the terrain's pretty uneven. If you do get a shot, it's got to be a quick one. So we decide there's not a whole lot going on here. Gregos is going to move forward. I'm going to sit back for a moment, just watch the top of that hill, make sure nobody comes over the top and starts shooting down on them. We do see a T32 up at the top of the hill. He is no threat to Gregos at the moment. I can just barely get color on this guy. He obviously knows he's detected, so he's going to back down the hill. I just got detected. I'm guessing it's probably the T32. I wasn't detected for long. As soon as he backed down the other side of the hill, I was no longer detected, so it's probably him. So we'll push around the left side of this hill, which should take us around to where that T32 just went down. Now if there's any enemies still camping back here, this is where we're going to detect them, and they're probably going to detect us, like the T34 just did. Took a shot, hit the rocks. Going to be a little bit of a cat and mouse game here. Not only do we have to worry about the T34 up there, we don't know where their artillery is. If the artillery is on this side of the map, they can hit us. If the artillery went towards the airfield, this cliff on the right should give us cover. So the T-34 sticks his head out once again, and I do manage to take 350 health off of him. Watching his icon, I'm guessing he's had enough of us. And it actually looks like we kept him lit up long enough for our artillery to finish him off. Now that the T-34 has been taken out of the game, we'll continue our push around the right here, and we do find that T-32. Gregos took a shot at him, knocked about 375 off of him. I just hit him for another 321. I don't see any color left in his bar. And he makes the wise choice of retreating behind cover instead of dealing with two full health T32s. Grey Ghost just took another shot and it bounced on him. Enemy artillery just hit Grey Ghost, knocked his tracks off, took about 278 damage off of him. And I see the T32 and I bounced one off of him. I was aiming for the machine gun port. He moved his tank as I fired, and you can see where I shot and actually hit him just to the right of that machine gun port. Now we do have his lower plate there, so we're going to finish him off. He did manage to get a shot into me, took 400 health off of me. It was a good trade. I'll give him 400 points for his life. Looks like the artillery just took another shot at Grey Ghost. So we've managed to push to what I would consider the enemy side, and we decide we're going to go find the artillery. So as we roll along, I switch from armor-piercing ammo to high explosive. I want to make sure I kill that artillery in one shot. And we're currently down by 2 vehicles. We're still feeling pretty good. We know 2 of them are artillery, and we're hoping we're going to find them back here and hopefully even up the game a little bit. And we see that their ISU 152 just took out one of our heavy tanks, and as we come around the bend here, we do spot the artillery. We have a high explosive round loaded. Circle is small, take the shot, and we finish him off. So we're hoping to find that other artillery. Once we kill him, we'll start working on what they got left. 2 tank destroyers and a medium tank. Still feeling reasonably confident. Once we find and kill this other artillery, we can, if we have to, head back to their base and start capping it. If that's what we end up doing, I feel we can pretty much dictate the outcome of the battle. You know, they're going to have to come to us, and we're going to be waiting for them. So a moment ago, we did hear the enemy tank detection sound go off. As far as Grey Ghost and I know, it wasn't either one of us who detected them, so we're thinking it must have been our artillery, which we're anticipating. If it was, he's probably going to die shortly. Enemy still has 2 tank destroyers and 1 artillery. Pretty much even the game up. When we come around this mound, find the artillery, we do an auto aim and we miss. Grey Ghost hits him. Artillery takes a shot at me and does 400 damage. I'm not sure if that actually hit me or hit the ground next to me. I still have high explosive rounds loaded, so I finish him off. I'm thinking Grey Ghost must have had an AP round loaded. That's why he wasn't able to kill him in that first shot. And while all this was going on, our artillery managed to kill one of their tank destroyers. So props to our S-51 artillery. Not only did he obviously detect the enemy, but he killed him as well. So it's time to hunt down the last enemy vehicle, which is a Tier 8 tank destroyer. It's the SU-152. He has 4 kills. I don't know what kind of health he may have. So Grey Ghost and I decide we're going to split up. I think it's the wise thing to do. It's probably better if we were the only 2, if we stuck together and found him, but we do have the artillery. So if either one of us can spot him and let the artillery finish him off, we should be able to finish this up. Alright, so I spot him, SU-152, he's 50% health. He's got himself in a position right now where it might be hard for the artillery to hit him, depending on how tight he is in those buildings. I take my first shot, it bounces, I back up out of the way, I did get detected. I do not want to get hit by a 152mm gun. Now I lost his icon, but it looked like he was actually coming towards me. He's probably figuring if he's going to win this game, he's got to move on me now. He can't wait for Grey Ghost to get up here, and then he's going to have to fight 2 T32s and the artillery. So we do get an auto-aim snapshot on him and knock another 312 off of him. Alright, I am loaded, I'm ready. I also know that a 152 millimeter gun could take the rest of my life in one shot. So does he continue up the hill the way he was going? Does he come around the side? He's continuing where he was. I see him, take the shot, and I do finish him off. I was able to get my gun on him before he was able to get his on me. I think it's appropriate. He finished the game with 4 kills. I finished the game with 4. So we'll take a quick look at the post-game stats. We did manage a 24,000 silver profit. Just under 4,000 XP with a 2x multiplier on a premium account. We also got the Reaper badge and Mastery badge first class. You know, we didn't do a lot of damage to any one particular vehicle, but it adds up, and we did take 4 of them out of the game. So we did manage first place on our side, 12 shots, 10 hits, and 8 penetrations for just under 1,900 damage. So that's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please click the like button. I encourage you to subscribe to the channel, that way you'll get notifications when I do post new videos. Would love to answer any questions you may have. Just leave a question or comment in the comments. And as always, I thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.